Located on the rear bumper, multi-mount winch. It's rated at 10,000 pounds. You could tell by the 10. Then we have a ratchet strap. We have extra tow line that's rated at 5,200 pounds. And a hook to open the hook.
Good job.
Slide up and open. Perfect. Then we have the Chesney hitch. We have our tow strap, much like that's on the front bumper. You have your vertical lift that's 4,800 pounds. You have your choker hitch, which is 3,800 pounds, and your basket hitch, which is 9,600 pounds. So you get your most rate in with the basket hitch. Then you have your shackles, your snatch block, and your control for your winch. Yep. Line it up, push in. So with this, you'll attach it to the attachment point, and then you're operational. Here we have the rear steps.
Rescue jack.
Here you have your rescue jacks. You have your strut drivers with your base plates.
Gray struts.
Gray struts
And
and extensions. You have your pickets.
More ratchet.
Ratchet straps. All right, you have your base plates. You have your hydrofusions.
That is the mount for the monopod that we don't have the head for.
The chain head, multi-head,
That's right.
and V-head.
Yes.
Use for an extension to turn the collars on our struts. This is the hydrofusion. It's just a male-female connector for hydrofusions. This is same thing for the hydrofusion. Wrench for your strut drivers.
2-foot extension, 3.5 inch diameter.
And what's
There
the
you go.
five?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
3.5.
3.5 diameter.
That's what, remember?
Okay,
we were
yeah.
trying to
You
figure
have 3 and a 5. Yep.
out.
304 strut.
So it's 3 to 4 feet.
Exactly. And then you got your inches next to it if you forget. So it's 3 to 4 feet or 36 to 50 inches.
Perfect.
You need a base plate and a head.
4 foot, 3.5 diameter as well for these.
6 foot.
6 foot, 3.5 diameter.
On the other end.
Some of them got drawn on. They didn't
We
draw on.
have some older ones. That's the problem.
Then you have a 4 to 6 foot.
4 to 6 foot, 48 inch to 73 inch. And then the 6 to 10 foot is down on the bottom.
Vehicle extrication kit consists of 2 10-inch hydrofusion kits, 2 extension converters, 8 12-inch by 12-inch hinge base with anchor ring, 2 36 to 50-inch longshore strut, 2 48-inch to 73-inch longshore strut, 2 72 to 116-inch longshore strut, 2 6-foot extensions, 2 4-foot extensions, 2 2-foot extensions, 2 25 to 36-inch Acme Rescue strut, 2 24-inch extensions, 2 12-inch extensions, 4 48-inch pickets, cribbing kit, 4 V bases, 4 contour bases, 6 multi-bases, 1 VSK controller, 6 tie-down keys, 2 20-foot grade 100 chains, 2 ground pads, 10 ratchet straps, 1 SPF hooligan tool, 2 chain binders, and 1 multi-force remote placement kit. We're looking at heavy vehicle versus light vehicle, underwrite. Going to go over what we can do to help the patient out that's in the smaller vehicle, with the large vehicle resting on top of the smaller vehicle. First, we're going to stop the crush so the heavy vehicle doesn't sink further into the smaller vehicle. Block out the suspension, block out the truck from rolling any further. Then we're going to start and go in with our stabilization of both vehicles. Once both vehicles are stabilized, we're going to look to lift the heavy vehicle, either extricate in place or remove the smaller vehicle from under the heavy vehicle. Okay, large vehicle versus small vehicle. The procedure we're going to use to stabilize both vehicles and attain a lift. First thing that's going to go in is the stop the crush strut. That's this strut here. It's 36 inches to 50 inches. Second thing that's going to go in is going to be your stabilization strut. Your 72 to 116 is going to attach to your chain, stabilize the tank. Next thing, we're going to stabilize the car with a 25 to 36 extension and the ratchet belt on the car. Then we'll take the ratchet straps, the tie down keys and the cribbing so we can tie the suspension down on the car so the car does not rise when we lift the tanker. Then we're going to set up the hydrofusions so we can achieve a lift on the tanker using the 48-inch longshore and the 10-inch hydrofusion pump base head. After all that's done and we achieve a lift on the tanker, we're going to come over, use the multi-force under the back of the car and lift the back of the car while stabilizing. Okay, first thing, and to come in on the tank, I'll put the longshore nearly vertical to stop the crush on the big vehicle over the small one. Then I'll come in with the stabilization of the big vehicle. I'm going to bring in the chain. Take the slack out of the chain. We're going to stake the base. Stake should be driven in 2/3 of the way for demo purposes. I'm just going to take them in about 6 to 8 inches. Make sure my stabilization is tight. Then connect your two hoses to your two stabilization struts. Connect the hoses to your VSK controller. Be sure to spin down the collar on the vented coupling, otherwise it will leak. Open up your cylinder. Let air go to the struts. Open up your controls. Just set and forget. Then, going to set up to stabilize the car. First, what I'm going to do is tie the suspension down on the car, attaching the ratchet strap, attach to the top of the wheel, insert your 4x4, take out the slack, and you're going to ratchet the suspension down. What the 4x4 does, it keeps the belt off of the glass. That way, the belt will not get cut by broken glass, or if the glass is intact in the back, the belt will not pressurize and break the glass unexpectedly. Now the tanker is stabilized, I can come under the tank, then we'll do the same in the front and tie the suspension on the car so the car actually stays as low as it can to the ground. I'm going to feed some belt out. I don't need to use the cribbing on this side. Now the car is down. Now we can set up for our lift. I'm going to come in with a hydrofusion. Come in with the head. The hydrofusion, we need it around about 80 degrees. That's where it's actually lifting. Then we need to stake the base. Attach the pump. Make sure the pump is open before you attach. When we do the lift using the hydrofusions, we need to go simultaneously. Line of sight is always the best. You ready? Okay, let's go. We really need another 2 firemen to work the stabilization. Okay, you're only going to lift as high as you need. Lock all your collars off. Then we're going to set up the vehicle stabilization on the back of this car. The suspension is all tied down. I'm going to come in with the Halligan tool, make the purchase, bend the metal out, then set up for my stabilization. 1 foot extension, strut and base. And then bring it into the hole. Ratchet it down. to attach the strap. Tighten up the strap. Okay, that's good. Car is stabilized. Then we're going to set up for the multi-force to do the lift on the car. For the person that's trapped, make sure the handle's down. Tighten up your safety collar. Make sure it's on. Connect your hose to your controls. Tightening up your safety collar. Connect your air source. Extend your handle. Slide in place. Make sure your air source is on. Then you inflate. Making contact. At this time, we'll need firefighters at each of the stabilization. There, you have it.